Day 2 from Tuscaloosa rolls on for our first elimination game of the weekend out of the ACC. The Clemson Tigers taking on USC Upstate. Long way to go yet to get to the Tide tomorrow. And a leadoff walk will help. Mackenzie Clark is aboard to start the day for the Tigers. The 3-0 to Alex Brown. And a walk to start the first two batters of the game for Clemson.
But that's also how USC
NCAA tournament appearance. Gets a ground ball to short, and they will go immediately to third. Heads up play by Alana Deal to get the lead runner, Mackenzie Clark.
It's a USC Upstate team. About yourself.
Cagle shoots it to Deal, tags one runner, and gets the force at second base. Now hang on a second. The third base umpire,
Scoring position yesterday against Southeastern Louisiana, they were just 1 for 10.
Bouncing ball to third, fielded by DiLorenzo. Not this time. Two left stranded by Maddie Dreerup. And that Maddie Moore said in her post-game press conference was that their defense needed to be tighter. Here she is receiving the ball and zipping it over to first base. Check that, that was Alex Brown. The East seemed a little bit tight against the speed of Southeastern Louisiana. Deal backhanded at third. Lungaleo bobbles, and there's no throw at first base.
And that
against their defense. Celeste DiLorenzo into right field. Lindsey Garcia there, 2 gone in the first.
Yeah, you don't. And
oh, what a throw down to second base by Abby Vieira. That is her second runner caught stealing of this tournament. Mile high pop up, and coming in from third base to make the play is Celeste DiLorenzo.
yeah, good communication
To the last 2 years. Lungaleo to Deal. Pads and fires, 1-2 down.
Well, and you know that this game is really special for him, too, to play Clemson, because he told us that started from a drill that they did to help create separation, carried over to the game.
Looks like it's working out pretty well. 2-out single into right field for Abby Vieira. Drops down a bunt, and it's a good one. No play at either base. Clark, high fly ball to shallow left field. And Amy Johnson is there. Clemson now 1 for 14 in the tournament. In our second elimination game of the weekend, the loser's season is done. And first pitch swinging to start the second inning for Cassie Norris. And the first base hit of the day for this by Jocelyn Brisky and Kayla Beaver of Alabama. Lauer rather backhanded in the circle by Reagan Spencer.
On their chance to get to play in this regional for their first time.
Down on strikes. First K of the day for Reagan Spencer. 2-2 ground ball to short. It is Moore on to first, and that'll end the inning. Norris, a leadoff single. SC Upstate cannot get her around rather than the hunter. Brown on 2 hops to Polk. 1 away in the third.
Well, yeah, and the players, told us that it's important to.
Maddie Moore up the middle into center field. Back-to-back innings with a base hit for the Tigers.
Here in the ACC.
Cagle right side, well handled by Polk. 2 down. Flip the script in the elimination game. Not here. Maddie Dreerup gets out of the jam. Sophomores in major roles, including Abby Polk, who shoots this into left field, and it bounces fair. And Abby Polk is aboard.
And how about
Third inning, that Southeastern Louisiana jumped out on top 3-zip. And that is an out on a foul ball bunt attempt. Goes down swinging. Back-to-back strikeouts for Reagan Spencer. 2 gone in the third.
really hard to get to where she's at, develop that off-speed pitch, but always in her career, no matter her role, worked really hard.
How about striking out the side after a leadoff single? Payoff coming. Third walk of the day for Clemson. Diving play at third. Di Lorenzo pops up and throws the first in time. A senior playing to keep her career alive for SC Upstate. 0-2 to Vieira. Right back to Dreerup. Looks the runner back to second base, and advancing anyway is Julia Noller. So another productive out, and the go-ahead run just 60 feet away. Opportunity to gain momentum in the first elimination game. And they will. Tigers strike first on an RBI single by Ariel Oda.
Ariel Oda is one of the original two with the Clemson program and has had so many different roles. Sits in the 9 spot, comes up with a runner in scoring position, and finally gets on time with an off-speed pitch. And Clemson gets their first hit in this game with a runner in scoring position. Oda.
Clark, mile-high pop-up into left field. Johnson there, and that will end the inning. But Ariel Oda in the 9 spot. Perhaps it is the Tigers. On a bouncing ball to second base, Brown records the first out of the inning.
Well, they've been tested and a lot of injuries that have kept their lineup top to bottom.
Cassie Norris gets underneath the glove of Brown, and aboard for the second time today is the senior first baseman.
One of those plays.
Season Big South Player of the Year. And goes down looking on the 5th strikeout of the day for Reagan Spencer.
Surprised that the pitch before was
Scoreless. Bouncing ball to short. It is Moore. And again, Spencer pitches around an error. Leaves a runner aboard, the 3rd of the day for SC Upstate. Laced into left field. A seeing eye single for Alex Brown, and stretches it for 2. Leadoff double for the Tigers in the 5th. Moore takes the 3-1 into left center, and it is off the wall. In to score from second comes Brown on an RBI double by Maddie Moore.
Maddie Moore in that press conference. She said some things that were pretty straightforward and honest about the way that the team played. And it's one thing to say that, and it's another thing to step up with a couple of hits and now an RBI for your team in an elimination game. Maddie Moore, the junior, breakout offensive year, and well, she was the best last year.
Chopper to short, fielded on the run and thrown on the run by Alana Deal. Excellent balance at shortstop. 1 down in the 5th. Hitless in this game. Lofts it into right. Thomas records the second out. Noller, was it fair? Yes, it was, and it sneaks into right field. Here comes Moore from second base. 3-0 Tigers in the 5th.
Noller hitting the ball hard at Cassie Norris, who's playing behind the line. That's a tricky play for a first baseman because you saw that the ball went right over the bag. So you're kind of thinking, oh, is it going to hit the ball? Or excuse me, is it going to hit the bag and then come up and have the ball hit me in the face? But fine.
To third off the glove of Di Lorenzo, and the inning continues. Noller moves up to third base. On deck, the payoff. Over to second base and flipped on to first. Maddie Moore. A 3-0 lead, and it is her game. 62nd pitch, right back up the middle. Fielded on the run, sidearm sling from Alex Brown, one down. To put all three phases of the game together for all 7 innings. Quickly 2 down in the 5th.
Losing, fear of losing and pressure.
Shaw shoots it into right field. Garcia there, and another 1-2-3 inning for Reagan Spencer, who has set down 15 years at Stanford. 3-2 is ball 4. Mackenzie Clark hitless in this game, but did walk back in the first inning. And this is lined fair down the line and left. First to third goes Oda, and Clark glides in with a double.
It's a great sign for Clemson. Just down 2 for 14 versus 1 for 10.
How about up the middle, driving in 1. Here comes Clark, and she will put the stop sign on a strong throw in from Denver Lawyer. But another run comes in to score. It's 4-0 Clemson.
Add another hit to that runners in scoring position now. 3 for 15 for Clemson, and starting to put things together. Back-to-back hits by Clark, and then Alex Brown. Another run comes across, and now Clemson has scored.
Fly ball center field. And Lawyer hits the cutoff as Clark comes in to score. Sac fly RBI, and the second run driven in today by
big team effort to rally around.
High chopper up the middle, charging in his deal, and makes the play on the run. Alex Brown moves up to second base. 2 down. Runner takes off, throw down to third is high, and a stolen base for Alex Brown.
I feel like Clemson has come out with
2-2 through the right side and over the diving glove of Abby Polk. In the score comes Brown. 6-0 Tigers in a 3-run 6th.
Just so far out in front of everything and around a lot of ground balls, and being able to let these pitches travel. They're just not so jumpy at a lot of these pitches, trying to force things to happen, but letting these pitches come to them, and now 3 runs scored in this inning. Their losses early this morning. We started that first game at 10:30 this morning against Alabama.
Now Baumhart takes off, throw down, not in time. A great jump. And 11th stolen base of the year for Baumhart. 3-0 count. Noller takes all the way, and a walk on 4 pitches. Batting .314 on the year. Rips it down the line and left, and it's a fair ball. It'll clear the bases. Langaleo with a 2 RBI double. 8-0 Tigers.
It's a huge couple of runs too. So when you're playing 2 games in one day, every extra inning that you don't have to play matters. So Langaleo, the senior coming up, smoking a ball down the line past DiLorenzo over at third base. And now you're starting to see Clemson's hits fall down the line, something that we didn't see in the first game and a half. They didn't have any luck.
Fly ball in the left field, right at Amy Johnson. That will end the inning. It's a 5-run 6th for Clemson. Run rule is in effect. Upstate. Lisk, a senior from Hampstead, North Carolina. Potentially playing in her final game in an SC Upstate uniform. 1 down in the 6th. Alyssa Kelly, who just came in last inning to pitch in relief. Back-to-back strikeouts for Thompson in the Big South tournament, getting back to the championship and back to the NCAA tournament. But that will do it in 6 innings. The Clemson Tigers moving on to our second elimination game in Tuscaloosa.
Elimination game is going to be a tough one. Big congrats to USC Upstate. As you mentioned, this could be the start for their next run of making it consecutive years to get to the NCAA tournament. They got a taste of it. They know what it takes. A very young team that can build on their program history moving forward based off of this experience.
And congratulations on an excellent year. Their first outright Big South regular season title, followed by their first ever Big South tournament title.